like is having 15 Lamborghinis, flying private, having this giant house, and having tons of people you don't know thinking you're fucking awesome. That's success, right? Right? Well, it depends what you mean by success. If success means having other people think you're successful, yes, that's definitely what success is. If success means being happy and free, that's anything but the truth. And you need to know about this because I made this same mistake, and it's a sucker mistake. And you're going to end up being a sucker too if you don't watch this video. If you just take 5 seconds to watch this is going to cut about, I would say, maybe about 8 years worth of regrets off my life. If I'd just seen this when I was 22, I would have made a lot less mistakes. Now, thank God I'm not as stupid as other people, and I was able to get out and kind of realize this mistake well before it came back and hit me like an NBA player. You see this happen all the time. This is why NFL players, NBA players go broke. But the thing that pisses me off most about this is it just wasted a ton of my time. It wasted a ton of my fulfillment, and I ended up going down a path and obtaining things that actually made me a slave. And when you go out there and you look at what success is to people, Lamborghini, giant house, all these things, what I'm going to tell you is your life quality is probably going to start dropping.
You know, I was like in the mall, like in Lenox Mall with one of my cousins. A bunch of my cousins were there. I was with this one, and we were in the store. And she's like looking through these like basic ass. It's like a basic ass fucking store. You know how the fucking these places have like. You walk in there and it's like the stupidest gimmicks, and it's just like marketing, right?
Yeah.
Where, dude, the t-shirts in there were just plain. Everything on the walls was no design, nothing. It was just plain basic shit, and I'm like, this is shit you can get like blanks from like Gildan. But it's like a nice material, but everything's plain. And I'm like, so don't you already have shit that's like this color or that color or whatever? And she's like, well, not in this style, you know? And I'm like, okay, why not like just fill up your closet with, one thing of every color so you have a thing for every outfit. I'm like being super pragmatic. I'm like super practical about it, super functional, and just like, I'm telling her that, and she's like, oh, I already have this. At some point, she's like, I already have this like color in like this style or whatever. Because she's spoiled as fuck. She has fucking everything. She shops all the time.
Really?
But she lives in Alabama. Her name's Shania.
Oh yeah.
She lives in Alabama, and she was visiting Atlanta. But she was here for like some like weekend for some like a Smiley camp or something like that. And every time she comes here for something going on in Atlanta, like some concert, anything like that, because there's hella shit going on in Atlanta. There's nothing that happens in Alabama. They live in Hoover, Alabama. Fucking nothing happens there. So they come here like every weekend. Every time they come here, they shop for what they're gonna do here. They shop here before they do anything. They come here like a day earlier to shop.
Wow.
And I'm like, how many fucking years of your life do you? But that's besides the point. I'm like, she's like, so I already have something like this. I'm like, no, I asked, instead of asking about the colors or whatever, ask, do you have something that serves the same purpose as this outfit? Like, why do you need this outfit if you have something that does the same job? Like, what are you trying to achieve with this outfit? What are you trying to look like with it? Do you have something that can do the same job?
What do you mean by that?
I'm like, what event are you going to?
Oh, yeah.
What, are you trying to look good for someone? Are you trying to go fucking fishing? Or I don't like whatever purpose you're getting the outfit for, right? For Jamatkana, whatever. Do you have a thing that is a substitute, like it's a replacement for this? Because she has a massive closet, this walk-in closet. It's stocked up hella.
God damn.
So I'm like, if you have a replacement for this, your only issue is you're not doing your laundry enough. Like if you have a substitute for this, and she's like, well, it's not on me right now. And the way she said it, I knew that she had an outfit for whatever she was gonna do. It was like IBL, some basketball thing in Atlanta.
No, what the fuck?
She had an outfit for that, but she chose not to bring it because she wanted to shop. They make excuses and maneuver their life in ways.
Oh yeah, so she just left it at home?
Yeah. intentionally.
Oh, that's fucking
They
dude.
maneuver their life in ways so they have an excuse to shop again. And she'll call her mom and she'll go, oh, like I'm gonna buy this outfit. I'm gonna spend like $270 at this fucking store.
Oh,
and then her mom's gonna be like, what? Why are you spending that much money at the store? And she's like, I left my outfit at home. But I know damn well with the way she's saying it, she did it intentionally just because she
dude.
wants to shop more.
Bro, when she starts dating guys, they're gonna be in for a surprise.
I know.
Because dude, this reminded me of some girl that I knew that I kind of messed around with, and I'm like, I know her dad spoiled her, and then she's also hot, so like guys spoil her, and I'm like, this is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I see it in the way like they're looking to be sold on shit, which is fucking crazy because like it's such a waste of a soul when you have to fucking be a salesman rather than actually like creating something that you love or whatever. It's like I fucking hate that shit. I hate that like you have to do that in order to make money. But they want people to do that shit to them. They're not looking for a good product. They just want to be convinced that it's a good product. It's the same way in real estate where it's like in order for someone to... You'll see it among the really rich real estate guys. The poor real estate guys, this is just because real estate is this kind of industry. It's not like a merit-based industry. It's the rich get richer industry. It's if you have the rental income coming in from other properties, you can just buy more properties with that rental income.
Yeah.
It's actually a fucked up industry. But if it was more merit-based, it wouldn't be like this. But because it's not, the people at the top who are rich, they're not skilled in real estate anymore. They just fucking buy shit. They just buy shit with the extra money they have coming in every month, and then they use that money to keep buying shit. Mm-hmm. So with the guys who are making like less than $500,000 a year or $1 million a year or less, you would pitch them a property and they'd be super skeptical about it. And they'd be, okay, let me look at the fucking survey of the property. Let me look at the topographical map and the water table and the fucking...
These rich guys just buy it.
Yeah, let me do the hazard, like let me get this insurance and all that shit. The rich guys wouldn't just buy it. I think that's more like that's a generally like rich people and especially like a white people thing where they want to move fast. They want to do business fast, you know? Mm-hmm. That's a good trait.
Yeah.
But what these guys would do, they would get emotionally and like they would want you to sell it in a way that's like emotional to them. They would want you to sell it in a way that's like cool. Like the cool factor of the deal would matter more than like if it's actually a good deal or not. They would like if you could sell it well, if you could sell to them and go like, yeah, I don't know, people might, I don't know if you other people might want this property. You try to make it seem like a more desirable property, right? What happens is they get invested in the property, and even when they know nothing about it, they start selling it to other people. Instead of being like a skeptical buyer and like negotiating on their behalf, they try to go around telling other people, look, I'm making such a great investment, to show off to others. They want to convince everyone how great their investment was. So it's like you have to get them over that hump. In that real estate, the $100 million guys, when you make it so that they're like they can brag to their friends that they made a good investment in this property, they sell themselves. You don't even need...
Oh, yeah, because at the end of the day, they want to look cool to other people.
Yes, you don't even need to convince them it's a good property. They will mess with the stats in their own mind to convince themselves that it's a good property. Selling it to them is appealing to their like worst nature, actually.
Bro, there's like games to marketing, and that's like way up.
Yeah.
Like that's that type of marketing skills where you can sell water to people in a bottle.
Like liquid death?
I was just thinking that. Dude, I was just thinking about liquid death, and I was thinking about who the hell drinks liquid death, and the only person I know who drinks it is this fat normie.
I'll be honest, this dude offered me liquid death one time.
I thought it was alcohol.
Yeah, I knew it was water. I mean, like, by the time he gave it to me, I watched a video on it. I knew it was water. You know how water tastes different out of the fucking Fiji bottle? I'll be straight up, dude. It fucking tasted great. It tasted great. I'll never buy that shit, but that was some nice crispy water. I actually liked it, but I'll never buy that shit.
I like buying Fiji water.
If I'm gonna do that kind of thing, I'm either gonna buy Fiji water or I'm gonna put like a nice fucking like really fancy glass somewhere and then pour the water in there and drink it out of that because it'll taste better out of that. That's what I do instead.
Yeah, sure. That's proper. Yeah, because it's just fucking water.
But
As long as it's
I'm not
not
gonna
Deer
lie.
Park. Deer Park is fucking
Yeah, Deer Park's
bullshit.
fucking trash.
Deer Park, I don't understand what they do to their water. That's not water. That's like they chemically make that shit. Like they put H2 and O together. They buy that shit on Amazon and put it together. Yeah. You want McDonald's
very
cookies?
quickly as soon as you start obtaining all these things. It did so.
I
for
mean,
mine.
if you're getting
what
some
I
at
want
least
to do in
some.
this video is make you completely as you start obtaining, I'll point you my mistakes and then show you where you really should be putting your money at, what you should be looking to buy when you build a business. And I also want you to understand that everything you need is a lot easier to obtain than you think. And let me explain it like this. Look, when I first got out of the military, I was broke as hell. I was bumming on my friend's couch, building my online business. Everyone thought I was crazy. We got the whole typical internet marketer story, all right? So let's not even tell that. What I do want to tell is when I was doing this, I would sit and look at all these big houses and all these cars, and I see all sorts of successful people out there and think, oh, so that's what I should aim for. That's what success looks like. And so I'd sit in my computer looking up the prices of a Porsche Cayman. You know those cars that trophy wives drive? That's what I wanted because I didn't even understand what a nice thing was at that time. I'd go and look up $45,000 rocks, and I think to myself, man, if I could just move to Uptown Dallas, that'd be awesome. Just get an apartment there. So I achieved all those things. I got to multiple $100,000 a year. I was able to achieve all those things. I was able to get a decent enough car. I was able to move into Uptown Dallas, and so I had absolute freedom. I had a $2,000 per month apartment. I just had a desk. I could work on whatever I want, do whatever I want, whenever I wanted to. I was a slave to nobody. When I was in the Air Force, my main motivation, my main reason to get out of the military was the fact that the people I worked for were not very nice to me, and I didn't like working for them. Military is great. I think every young person should do it. There's just some unique situations there. And I was also a giant dick, too. So if anybody who I used to work with over there is there, I'm completely aware of my behavior as well. That being said, my main motivation for starting a business was just to be free. And so I had achieved it. But then I think to myself, this can't be the achievement right here. But it didn't even occur to me. So I think, well, what are successful people doing? I go out and I see people spending $10,000 on a table. I'd walk around Uptown Dallas. I see people driving Lamborghinis. I think, oh, this is the direction I need to head in. These are the things I need to bring into my life. I'm not there yet. So what happened? Well, I think, oh man, I got a nice car now, but man, I really want an Aventador. And there's this house downtown. It's so cool. Oh man, that's like what success looks like. Oh, I want that $45,000 watch. And guess what? Your mind, when you think about something 24/7, has a way of working out how to get there. Now, don't go into the secret on me. That's bullshit. Sold by goof troops. I'll leave it at that. What you focus on and think about all day, though, and when you apply work to it, you're usually going to end up getting it. So, what happened? I got the giant house. I got the $400,000 car. I had the $45,000 Rolex. In fact, I had so much money that I'm like, what do I spend it on now? I might as well fly private, and I got to fill this house with shit now too. And I quickly noticed that my life quality sharply declined. All that came into my life was complexity. Sure, these things were awesome when I first got them. It's like when you travel for the first time or you listen to a new song. It's new, and our brain reacts by patterns. Our brain is going to go, wow, this is new. I want to figure this out, and your brain gets excited. It's something that's new. But just like when you travel, I encourage you, go travel to a country that doesn't have all the same utilities that you have in your home. Just go travel anywhere. After about 2 weeks of being there, you're going to be like, this is kind of the same exact thing as my country. It's going to be the same thing when you buy a giant house. You're going to have a big old house, it's going to be super new and different, and you're going to be like, okay, so the difference is I have to walk longer to get from place to place, and it takes more to clean. You're going to get a super cool car. It's going to look really cool. And you're going to be like, oh, so basically this car is actually like wearing a tuxedo everywhere. It's a pain in the butt to drive. I don't even need to drive a car. I just want a Honda Civic that I can bump into things with. And so what you need to realize is these things right here, well, they appear to add something, but actually all they do is take away. And if you're not aware of this, you're going to end up in the exact same situation as before. Let me explain it with a diagram. See, what you need to realize is that when you're broke, this is you, baby entrepreneur, making absolutely no money. this sucks right here. There's a lot of complexities that come with being poor.
Dude, before you get stupid rich, it's way harder to break out of that trap once you're rich. It's way harder.
Because nothing's stopping you.
This is a drug. This is a validation from others based on how rich you are is a drug. Poor people will give it to you sometimes. Rich people will always give it to you. You know how girls gas each other up in their fucking comment sections? They fucking bullshit. They lie to each other. They lie straight to their fucking face. Oh, you look so good. They sabotage each other, make each other feel good for self-sabotaging. Oh yeah, you look so great with a fucking tattoo. They know they're fucking each other over. They know this.
Yeah, I know girl looks good with the tattoo.
But they're doing this because they want that little temporary high, like a drug. They want the temporary high of feeling like they're up because they put somebody else down. It's a temporary high.
When you put it that way, yeah.
It's the same thing with rich people.
Yeah.
When people get rich to show off to others, it's a temporary high. There's a lot of poor people who will they'll idolize you for being rich. There's a tiny sliver of poor people who are like not NPCs, like maybe like 2% of people who will just like be reasonable with you and just like they'll fuck with your character or not if they don't fuck with your character. And then there's like the bottom half who will just fucking despise you and they'll hate you for being rich. At least there's that. At least there's like those people that are fucking commies, like, oh, eat the rich or whatever, you know? Among rich people, everyone there knows that this stuff is hollow. That it doesn't actually make you happy. It's actually wasting your life. Everybody wants everybody else to waste their life. Other rich people, a rich person, when you're rich, they'll never discourage you from fucking splurging on the fucking nicest hotel room with the fucking in the nicest car and all that shit. They'll always encourage you to fucking waste your money. Among rich people, there is no like, oh, eat the rich. There is nobody discouraging you from doing that shit. So it's way harder to break out. This is a form of like mental slavery, and it's way easier to understand when you don't have anything. When you're already rich, it's like having free weed. The drug is available to you all the time. You're gonna smoke. The temptation is gonna be too strong. You have to break that cycle in your mind before you get rich.
And a lot of people in these videos are like, well, Alex, if you don't have money, your life sucks too. Yeah, sucking at life and being average comes with a lot of negative outcomes. It does. I completely agree with you. I am a complete advocate of making oodles of money, building great businesses, and absolutely crushing it in all aspects of life. If you were trying to say that I'm saying otherwise, you're false. That's not what I'm saying. That being said, what I also want you to realize is that getting to the point where you've achieved the ultimate goal in life, which is where you are free and can work and master anything you so choose without other people telling you what to do, that's not actually that far away. It's about 100K a year. And the big thing about this is you need to realize there's one overlying theme to all of this. Smart people. See, all society is and all
the suckers.
Power is other people convincing other people to do what they want them to do. And the thing about smart people is they're really good at doing this. If you look at the totem pole of society, it's just smart person on smart
exactly.
person.
If you look at the opposite, they want to be dumb. That's the thing. They want to become dumber.
Smart people?
Look what he said.
Is other people convincing other people to do what they want them to do.
He said being smart is being able to convince somebody to do what you want them to do, right? But the dumb people want to be convinced. But it isn't just like, it's weird because they want to be dumber. Like they're like, please make me dumber. Give me an excuse to be dumber. That's what these like rich people and these poor people
Do you think it's just like a total fear of responsibility of life?
I think it's some. I mean, I guess you could word it like that. I think it's the way I would describe it is like taking the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Is like
good
times makes weak men type thing.
Yeah, like they want to suffer as less as possible.
Yeah, they want life to be handed to them. They want everything to be handled by other people. They say, you take on you carry the load of making all my decisions for me. Yeah. You sell everything for, it's avoiding the responsibility of having to like think for themselves.
Yeah, being responsible for your own life.
Because that takes effort. They want to be as dumb as they could possibly be. They get enjoyment from degenerating into being more dumb.
Yeah, that's why they enjoy degeneracy.
And the thing about smart people is they're really good at doing this. If you look at the totem pole of society, it's just smart person, not smart person, and then you have the smartest person at the top, or the one who got a little lucky at the same time. But you see, when you're at this point of your life right here, you're completely controlled by smart people. Whether it's the person that owns where you work at, whether it's your boss, you are owned by other people, and you don't really have choices. But then you get to this point right here, and smart people can't really get at you. They can't really get at you. And so you become this thing that can generate power. And you can actually, at this point, you're probably going to want more power.
People want to be
you're gonna
owned,
like, crap,
bro.
I want to go and get more.
They
and more
want to
things.
be slaves.
So what you're going to do at
They
this
don't
point
want to
in the
admit to
freeze,
themselves,
you're
but they
slowly
want to
gonna
be
start
slaves.
actually bringing these smart people back into your life. How? Well, look, they can get broke people to do whatever they want just because the broke people need money. But in order to get successful people to do what they want, they have to lure them into something else. And the way they do this is with gold, gems, and coins and fancy things. It's incredible. How do you get a person that you can't control to give you all their power? Well, you convince them you have something that's worthwhile and valuable. And so you get on the internet, you get on TV, you look at Instagram, YouTube. You see people buying $400,000 cars, getting giant houses. You see people flying private and showing off their watches. These things have no value. I mean, seriously, they have no value. Go get one. Go get a $45,000 Rolex. See how long it keeps you happy. If something doesn't keep you happy for more than 5 days, it doesn't have much value, in my book.
My RCF has kept me
But
happy.
that's exactly what these people are doing.
That
It's
has
like
value. So
you're
I think
choosing
the
which
cars have value.
hand
Yeah,
you-
it's because we're car guys. I mean,
Yeah.
a
But
$400,000
everyone's not a
car does
guy.
not have $400,000 worth of value,
No.
but maybe it has $200,000 worth of value. Cars are a bit different like that, but that's also because we're car guys.
Yeah, it's like toys. Like, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not a fucking house guy. I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
about
fuck
having a
that.
massive
Dude, fuck
house.
having a house.
That would be so inconvenient.
Dude, having a giant house is actually so inconvenient, bro. Having like a small, but like you have like an office, you have like a kid, like you have what you need, but it's not overly big, but it's tailored exactly how you want it. Way better. Like I take like a 2,000 square foot house.
Yeah.
That's like pretty. Like my Sawani crib.
And
Was like,
I want to maintain the whole thing.
yeah.
I wouldn't want the house to be so big that I need a maid.
Yeah, no, fuck that. No, I mean I would have
also-
a maid. I would just not want to do any of it.
But also,
I hate cleaning, bro. I hate maintaining.
like,
shit.
you know how you're way more into fashion than I am?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say so. Yeah. Like, just like dressing up and shit. Like wearing, like buying clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want more aesthetic clothes. Bro,
Yeah.
all I want is fucking white tees and just fucking white tees and black sweatpants for my entire life. That's all I give a fuck about.
Yeah.
So,
I feel that.
we'll have our own affinities, but everything that you don't have an affinity for, that's all a fucking waste.
Yeah, you're right.
But we have an affinity for cars, so it's not a waste for
Yeah.
us. But all other shit, jewelry, I don't give a fuck
Dude,
about.
jewelry's a huge waste of money. Jewelry is a huge. I think designer clothes are a huge waste of money.
I think everybody who sells jewelry knows that it's a waste of money. That's why they sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, like, it's like VSLs, bro.
Because
It's
if
like,
they
you know,
because if
it's
they
like
valued it, they wouldn't sell it. They want it.
Yeah.
If they actually, if it had that value, why are they fucking selling it?
Because it has value. It's fake. Hold on. The cookies here. Come get them.
Yeah.
Those came pretty quick. Dude, the fucking.
There's a nice spot. There's there's an Iron Age out here.
Oh, really?
Did you see
the
that?
Halcyon, right? There's like the how like 2 minutes from here.
Right next to where
Dude, I want to go. Let's take Zob one day. We should geek up and then go to Iron Age.
you know Iron Age is right.
Yeah, like the Korean
Korean
barbecue.
barbecue, yeah. Dude, we've never
gone.
gone to Korean barbecue as a squad.
I know, we should.
We gotta do that.
We should.
Let's go get it.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna leave this unlocked. Don't close it.
You know that the road where it's like you turn left to go to the Chick-fil-A that I went to?
Yeah.
There's like you turn left, there's the Wendy's and there's a Chick-fil-A. If you just instead of turning left, just go straight on the road. Right on the right there. There's the Iron
You know what
Age.
the Halcyon is? Oh, you haven't been there? Have you been to that?
Oh, it's like an Avalon thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been there. It's like a new Avalon thing over here. Yeah.
Dude, that's where my gym's at.
Yeah, dude. I want to go.
Oh,
Check
let's
it
go.
out.
We gotta go during the day, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go on the weekend. Dude, it's literally right there. It's literally like 30 seconds away.
Did he just leave it at the door? Or?
Nah, he's pulling up right now. He just parked the whip. We got the boom!
Damn, dude, that's hella.
Yeah, they're fresh made. It's a dozen.
Corner with a bunch of other chimpanzees. And so you have this really smart chimpanzee in the corner who sees that you have this nuclear power core that's super valuable, which is your time, your energy, and your focus. Okay? And your ability to generate power, your ability to generate money. He says, how can I get that? And so what he does is he goes and finds some shiny rocks, and he goes and finds a banana and covers the banana in shiny rocks, and then waves it, and then walks around the room saying, oh man, this is and then all the other chimpanzees go, oh, that's what success looks like. You can probably see this in the likes and people talking about it and people going and obsessing over cars and stuff on the internet. You go, that's what success looks like. And then the monkey goes, oh no, you can't. I've worked really hard to get this. This is so incredible. And then what he does is he finds the monkey you, who has the power core, and goes, well, I can give you this, but you're gonna have to exchange that glowy power thing you got right there. You just come work for me and send all that power to me, and I'll give you this thing. Boom. And so what happens is you might even start doing this at $100K a year, but you're gonna want to make more. You're gonna want to get to $1 million a year, $2 million a year, $5 million, $10 million a year. And so what slowly happens is smart people get back in your life and they take control of you again through the banks, through your finances, through credit cards, through basically any way they can. And so what happens is you get this big house, you get all these cars, you get all this stuff, and then, oh no, you gotta pay the lawn service, and oh, you gotta pay the pool guy, and then you gotta maintain the house, and you gotta pay your property taxes. No, the bank needs some extra closing costs, and suddenly you get killed by 1,000 cuts. And what's going to happen is smart people start going and taking your power all over again. And instead of you ending up working for them because you have no choice, you end up voluntarily working for smart people again. Sure, you can make $2 million a year, but you just became a $2 million asset for all the companies and all the things that you're paying for. That's all you are. You're a sucker. You're even worse than the guy who's broke, because you're a sucker at this point. You don't even have to do that. And so what happens is you start going and you dig this hole and you dig this hole, and this is what happens to NBA players and basketball players. And you start digging and digging and digging because you think that's what success is, and that's what stupid people think success is. If you go look at what people are following on Instagram and YouTube, that's what success looks like. It's having 15 Lamborghinis, 3 homes, 14 different things. But then what happens is you add all these things, and because they don't really have any value, well, first off, your life doesn't improve. But then what happens is you had 100% of your time and focus right here to work on whatever you want whenever you choose. But suddenly you start having to manage a staff to clean your house and do basic things for you. You start having to worry about where you park your car. You start having to worry about all sorts of weird taxes that the government starts trying to get out of you. You start having to worry about all sorts of things that really have nothing to do with your happiness. And suddenly you end up working for all the objects that you own. It will take... You have a house that's so big it will cost you $2,000 a month just to have it cleaned. Just to have it clean. And so suddenly through 1,000 cuts, you start getting drained, but then also your focus, your time and energy goes to managing these things, so you become less free. And then also, you can't do whatever the hell you want whenever you want because, well, you gotta sustain all this stuff. You gotta sustain all of this. And then what happens is you slowly end up losing this freedom you achieved, and you're right back here, just in a far funnier way. And that's what you need to realize. I was talking to one of my sales reps the other day. He wanted to go buy a McLaren. So why do you want to buy a McLaren? Pretty obvious. Because that's what success looks like. All my friends that I went to high school with, and everyone's going to think I'm super successful. But are you successful? Or are you just working for a bigger boss that you can't see? Who's even worse than this boss? Because this boss just wants you to show up on time. This boss wants your soul. And so, here's the moral of the story. You might have noticed I sold everything I own because I don't want a boss. I want to be able to do whatever the hell I want, and my life is so easy to maintain right now. My focus on my company and the things I enjoy just right there, because I just have a bed over there, and I have this desk, and I go to bed thinking about this. I wake up thinking about this. There is absolutely nothing in my life to take up any of my focus. I am completely distraction free. And I don't have to work on anything I don't want to work on because I have nothing to sustain. I have nothing to sustain. I can live like this for the next 100 years. I can do whatever the hell I want. I can make a webcam channel where I just dance around with my shirt off for the next 100 years, and I'd be just fine. Now, that's not what I want to do, but that's what success is. Being able to do whatever you want, whenever you want. And more so, you have to realize, even if you become super rich and wealthy, and having these things isn't of major consequence. For example, having my house and my car and everything wasn't of major consequence to my finances. It was of very major consequence to my focus and where my time would go and how I worked. Major consequence. That's the thing I regret the absolute most. The absolute most. And so I encourage you to do this. I'm not saying don't go buy a supercar if you love a supercar. I'm not saying don't buy nice things for your family. I'm saying just realize the costs they're going to come at, because they do have cost, well more than financial cost. And so what you need to do when you hit this point right here,
Dude, the thing is, we need other purposes. We need other purposes in life. All these, like, this is a failure of the Ismaili community. They don't instill like a major goal in people. They don't have like okay, this is the direction we're moving in with our lives. This is what we should do. Because the point of life when you're broke is to get rich. So that way you can that way your soul can be satisfied, but your soul has to be satisfied doing something. Your soul needs a purpose for it to be satisfied. And so they get rich, but because they don't have any prospect of like, what the hell am I supposed to do with my life? They sell their soul to get rich, and then they lost the whole purpose of it. Like that chart that he's making, that was really cool. Where it was like, where it's like, okay, you're not free because you're broke, so you can't do much with your time. Your soul is being sapped away because your time is being sapped away. Like you can grow it, but then little pieces of that, like a pie graph, will be taken away by all the other problems that you have going on in your life, all the other new things that you have to worry about, all the people trying to come after you for the money that you have and all that shit, all the employees you have to manage, and all the new taxes that'll pop up, everyone like breathing down your neck, all that new shit, like trying to appeal to people and all that. New problems will arise and it'll eat away at your soul and it'll like slowly take it all away. There needs to be a direction that people are moving in, like a goal that people have outside of getting rich. Getting rich cannot be the goal. You need to get rich for something else.
That makes sense.
Because otherwise, there's no reason not to sell your soul to get rich. Your soul needs a purpose, and then you can get rich.
I think it's also so new that because like the Somali community before, this is not new information, right? You know what I'm saying? This like philosophy has been around for a long time, but at least with the Ismailis, they came from Pakistan. Pakistan, India. Why is it Pakistan? They come from India, Pakistan, and then.
When was the last time you've been to Canada, by the way?
I don't know.
You know how much shit is changing so rapidly? Dude, I swear, like...
the old heads are leaving.
No, like 20% of them are they're like, Tajikistan, they're like white.
Yeah, what's happening with that?
Dude, hella of them came here. Hella of them. I went to this camp, college program on Islam, CBY.
Are they like wild too?
No. They're actually hard to say. We'll have to conduct some studies.
Like, do I be racist towards them or no? I don't know.
Yeah, be racist and playful and have fun. Like,
but are they like? Is it like black people where it's like
a little?
Really?
Some of them were like really prideful of like, dude. When I went to this camp, half of them were Tajiki people. Because they wanted that DEI, they wanted that inclusivity,
Dude, what the fuck? They just like diluted Kanye, bro, with the Tajikistanis.
I know.
Yo, that's actually kind of wild, because before it was only like Indians and Pakistanis.
Yep. And so...
Oh, dude, shit, that's wild.
Dude, the first day there, we were playing on Doctor, you know that game, right? Where it's like, you sing a song, and then the last like letter, or the last sound you made, the other side has to start the song with that phrase. You know what I'm talking about? It's like It only works with like people that are like deep in Bollywood. They've seen all the Bollywood movies. They know all these songs.
I don't fucking know that shit.
So we're doing that, and then they're like, oh, can you guys
Oh, they don't know it.
They're like, the staff was like, if you're gonna play on Doctrine, it cannot be Bollywood stuff.
Bro, what?
Yeah,
Dude,
because we have to include them. We have to include them.
That's so fucking liberal.
Yeah,
Fuck them. Fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, no, the thing is,
so
it's if I was a cook, bro, the leadership is all liberal. Bro, in Camp Mosaic, like when it's like, oh, welcome our new treasurer, it has their fucking pronouns, and I'm like, look, it's
dude,
like, y'all can be inclusive, but like you don't have to put fucking pronouns, bro. Like
someone sent me this.
Dude,
thing.
we're fucking Ismailis, bro. Like fucking, we're not pussies. Actually, no, we are. Apparently, we are. I thought we were based, bro.
Someone sent me this thing for this Camp Kidma like mentor application. They're like, oh, you should sign up to be a mentor. So I'm looking at it. I go to the mentor application.
Hold on, I just got a thought. It's because bureaucracy attracts people like this.
Yeah.
Like the people like us don't want to do this shit.
So
I mean, like you would, but you don't want to like.
I would, but then I said no when I saw this. Topic areas: inclusivity and bias, self-identity. It's like they're about to talk
gender identities and shit.
Self-identity, which I'm sure they'll talk about that.
Oh, dude, no.
So I'm like,
bullshit.
fuck that. I'm not going to that, bro.
Bro, that's some Jew shit.
Yeah.
That's literally
exactly.
just Jew shit, bro. Fuck that. Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah,
we need a Nick Fuentes of his Smileys. Yo, I'm gonna be the Nick Fuentes of his Smileys. If his Smileys turn out to be super liberal, I'm gonna fucking flip the pendulum.
Dude, honestly,
the pussies.
You know what I got on my YouTube channel? First of all, I hit 500 subs on YouTube.
Oh hell yeah!
I didn't even realize. I don't pay attention to that shit.
What are you posting on there?
Dude, I just post random shit. But I hit 500 subs because one of my videos got 1 million views. It was just some random shit.
Was it a short or a video?
Yeah, it's a video of like
How long was the video? Was it just short?
like 30 seconds.
Oh, it was short.
But it was like an actual video. It was not like a short.
Oh, okay.
It was like some scene from the movie Dune. I just downloaded the movie, I re-uploaded the scene. Oh, this is a sick scene.
Clip farm.
Yeah. Oh, like this is a pretty cool scene. I just titled it like, oh, this is a cool scene from Dune, and it got 1 million views. So I got 500 subs, and now I can upload members-only videos. So now only people that are channel members can see and I made almost all of my videos members only. So now it's like, oh, you gotta be part of the crew to be a part of it.
Okay.
So now I'm just spamming controversial shit. I'm saying controversial shit and just fucking uploading it members only, fucking all of it. So that when it's like when I have it ready to go, I'll have it ready. So if you want to make some Nick Fuentes shit, bro, just start making that shit and posting it private.
Yeah. Cause dude, you literally can't say whatever you want. You can.
You can't.
You really can't.
Yeah, you can't unless.
Not in America, bro. Because over here, they'll shun you out of the system. But yeah. Dude, what?
You can
who
say
brought all the Tajikistanis here, bro?
they're all fugitives. They all migrated. When I was at the camp, they were all wearing their fucking attire every day, the hat and everything.
I remember seeing a couple, like a dozen or two pop up, but 20% is a lot.
Yeah, there's hella now. There's hella.
Dude, that's a bunch of black people just coming in to kind of imagine a bunch of Somalians.
Yeah,
because there was always a Tajikistani here or there. Or
they want them there, bro. They accept
yeah.
a bunch of Somalians came here. This Jamaican would be like, oh yeah, come on in.
No, it would just be the liberals, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's
no one, bro. If anyone, most people would be like, bro, what the fuck? Especially if they act not assimilated.
The thing is, most of these people in Jamaica are they're products of the good times make weak men. They don't foresee the problems that are coming, that are going to hit the Jamaica.
What are the problems that are going to hit it?
The fragmentation of people. They are in the stage.
What do you mean fragmentation of people?
They're in the stage right now where it's they lose the empathy for people outside the community, and they go, oh, we're just going to help people, just Ismailis.
Jews.
Yeah. But then they go a step further and they go, okay, anyone outside of my own family, fuck them, fuck them, you know? Because there's you play with people, you make friends, you make enemies, people betray you, people cheat you, things like that. But that's life. You live and you learn. Everyone has fucking cheated something when they were little. Everyone has lied to somebody. Everyone's done fucked up shit to somebody else. It's that's part of the journey of life. But people when they have the option to choose like the comfortable, like, oh, I don't want to interact with them. I'm just gonna cut them out of my life. They do that shit and they fragment further and further and further, bro.
Is that bad though?
Yeah. That
Why?
is.
I mean, fuck everybody.
Because because you have to rely on people around you.
Yeah, you do.
You have to. You can't live life alone. And
yeah, it would seem so good though.
It would because there's that comfort in that, but it's actually fucking miserable. It's actually because like there's like you can't move in that direction. It's not about where you are. It's like you can't move in the direction of I want less people in my life. You have to push for extending your empathy outwards. You have to push for that. You have to make a push. Even if it's like a small push, you can't go negative. You can't go backwards. You can't go, let me cut people out of my life. Even though it might happen because everyone's so fucked up.
Yeah.
But you can't like encourage that for yourself. When I was at like a family wedding recently, dude, it was actually so fucked up the way that like everyone, because they're so rich that they could just leave. They could just leave each other. So it's like if someone gets into a disagreement, like, dude, if my dad starts disagreeing with my mom and they get into a fight, my dad just fucking leaves and goes to his other house. And
it's base though.
Yeah, it is, but he's fucking miserable now. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, because you have to work through these things. But if you have the option to not do it, and then you can feel comfortable in that, you're choosing your comfort zone over actually like dealing with your problems. And then I went to this wedding. It was like a year ago, and it was in like Florida. Dude, on one of the floors, it was all these like teenagers, and it was a big. I have a big family. There was like 200, 300 people at this wedding. There's like a handful of teenagers like getting fucked up, like, getting drunk on like the first floor of like the hotel, in like some hidden room or whatever, right? And they're like, oh yeah, come through here. So I check that out. I'm like, I'm good. And then I go to like the next floor, and there's a bunch of adults like 35 to 45, like secretly getting fucked up because I don't want everybody else to know that they're getting fucked up because, we're Muslim, we're not supposed to drink, And then I go to a different floor, and it's like Ishan and his friends like smoking on the balcony, but they don't want anybody younger than them or older than them to be a part of that. It's like all the generations are so broken apart. And
well, they're just doing their thing, though.
Yeah, they're doing their thing, but they move more and more in that direction. And the more they move in that direction, it's like, okay, among my first cousins on my mom's side, I have 3 families. All 3 of them, they're divorced. All of them. Every single one of them. They all fucked up.
But doesn't that just mean that people aren't meant to be together? Like, because the thing is family.
No. You can make it. Like, good relationships are made. They're not like.
I know.
You don't find the right person. You create the right relationship.
Yeah, but like at the same time,
they're not doing shit for it.
Dude, but it's like, okay, look, if like imagine trying to create a relationship with someone, like a total fucking normie.
No, dude. They are right for each other, but they don't take the effort to like communicate. They don't take the effort to do the right shit for each other. They're actually not right for anybody.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not right. They shouldn't be in a relationship at all with anybody then, because they would get divorced. So
do you blame them for fragmentating?
Yeah, because they would get divorced with anyone. It's not like this person's not compatible with me. They're not taking the effort to be a compatible person.
Yeah, I guess. But it's like, why the fuck would you want to be compatible? Like, why don't you just want to be yourself? Because then you're just changing.
If you don't need other people, that's fine. But like, they're miserable without each other. But I'm saying this for me. Like, I need other people in my life.
Yeah, I do too.
For me, 4 in my family, like just me, for us, my mom and my dad, 4 is not enough. I want a big family too. I want all my cousins. It's like I want everyone to live close together. I want the whole squad to live in a fucking cul-de-sac or some shit like that. Like no fucking HOA. Like we all own like a massive property. We all put houses on it. We own a fucking ranch or whatever. I don't like. Let's have a fucking lake in the backyard. We fish out there or some shit like that. I want some cool shit like that. I want a bigger family like that. If I know some people that don't need to rely on other people, or they don't rely on that many people, and like that's straight, that's fine. But I like rely on other people. So like, I want to do big shit, get like real like big like missions in life done. I need people for that. I cannot do that alone.
Yeah. For sure. Sure.
The thing with the identity stuff in Jamaat Kana, this is a sign of when there's like problems that are slowly piling up in the society, but they're pushing them to the side, out of mind, because they have the option to do that. They're putting the problems under the rug and ignoring them. But when they pile up, they don't go away. It's like you're building up debt. It's like, I'll pay it off later. But the interest, the debt is growing more and more and more, and eventually it'll pop. Eventually you go bankrupt like that. If they don't address their problems. Like, it doesn't it get
What are
easier.
their problems?
Like with the identity.
Dude, I don't. What'd you say?
Like with the identity thing, their
What does identity even fucking mean? Like,
their problem is their weakness with their identity. They're relying on the Ismaili identity for hella shit. I mean, they're relying on all their identities. They're relying on their race. They're relying on their fucking ethnicity. They're relying on all that shit. The country of origin, and then all the stereotypes that come along with it. They're playing into that shit, which is in itself a form of consumption. It's a way of saying, feed me the script. I am Tajikistan. Tell me how to be like this.
Yeah, because when you have an identity,
my
you
dad
follow,
is like this. Yeah, so they
like,
watch.
that's why culture exists.
Yeah, they watch the social media posts. They do. They conform like that.
Because I don't know what the fuck top drawer is. Like, dude, like I don't identify as like Indian. I'm not saying I'm not. I am, right? But I don't fucking walk around saying I am proud to be an Indian. I'm like.
But they don't have a individual identity, so they rely on this as a crutch. They rely on these other identities as a crutch. And then this is like feeding it. It's like a drug feeding them. Oh, we'll make you feel even better about your identity. That's why people go to these camps.
Is it just for validation?
Yeah, they give them validation, but that's even more. That's making them even more rely on that identity. It's like if you use a crutch your whole life, you'll never learn how to walk, you know? But they have to learn how to walk. And eventually it's like something's going to come. Something will, like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. This is the analogy I use to describe it. It's like when you start questioning someone's identity, like when I was in Dubai, I met this fucking vegan girl, and I'm like questioning, like, oh yeah, is it really moral to be vegan or whatever? And we get into it, and she's like, actually, I don't really want to talk about this. It's an uncomfortable thing for people to talk about when their identity is associated with the habit.
Yeah, because you know how many people are identified with being a fucking vegan?
Yeah, but it's like
Wow.
when someone starts questioning your identity, it's like someone showing up to your house with a fucking bulldozer and going like, all right, let's test how strong this is, you know? But if you have a strong individual identity, then you won't, like, it's not going to be knocked over so easily.
What's an example of strong individual identity?
Like, the knowledge that you have, like, there is no perfect identity that's completely indestructible, because everything can be taken away from you.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the things that you know about yourself to be true for sure is a lot stronger than, like, something you have to rely on a birth certificate for.
Yeah.
Also, like, your knowledge, your skills, your passions, your interests, like your taste in cars, like the kind of foods you like, that kind of shit, the things you're interested in doing, your sense of humor, all that shit is that's how people from different cultures and all that shit connect, even when they don't fucking speak the same language and shit like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So all those things are like way stronger individual identities than like relying on a fucking label.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Like knowing how people play games, knowing like those things like that. Playing the way you play games together with your friends, knowing that shit will tell you so much more about their identity than knowing, oh, this person's Indian or whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But these people, it takes effort to build an individual identity. So they don't want to do it because they have the option to take the easy way out. Because they have all these sources of validation that tells them, oh yeah, look at how
Yo, validation's the wildest shit.
I know. They're like, oh, look at how oppressed you are for being a smiley, but also look at how rich our community is and look at how successful y'all are.
Yeah.
At the same time, they push both ideas, which doesn't correlate with each other.
Okay, where did you learn about that validation shit? Did you learn that just from watching people? Or are there any like videos we can watch that go into the philosophy of that shit? Because
I'm sure there's videos we can. Yeah, there's a bunch of videos we can watch. Have it all in the notes.
I was hold on, I want to read you this shit.